Picture this. A late-night trip to the emergency room takes an unexpected and uncomfortable turn. The poster, who has been suffering from a persistent stomach ailment involving frequent vomiting, rushes his girlfriend to the hospital due to severe abdominal pain. However, on the way, his own nausea intensifies to an unbearable degree, forcing him to make a drastic decision. So, he drops her off, right? Totally understandable that Hez feeling sick, I get that, but he's literally minutes from the hospital and he still decides to bail. And the absolute gall to just dump his puke on the road and zoom home. I'm already losing it at this point. He calls it emptying his guts, I call it leaving his very worried girlfriend alone in the for his stomach ache. Then, as he's pulling up to his house, probably still wiping his chin, she texts him, asking if he's coming in. And then she checks his location. Can you even imagine seeing that little blue dot hovering at home when you're supposed to be getting checked out for sharp abdominal pain? The post says she sent him a bunch of very angry texts and then blocked him. Like, full on, ghosted him. Which, honestly, I can't blame her at this point. He was so close to letting her know he was coming back, but no, he had to go home and finish puking first. So get this, he's out there, barfing his guts out in the street, and his girlfriend is in the, dealing with potentially serious abdominal pain. He drives home, hurls, pops a nausea pill, and then she checks his location and sees he's miles away, not at the hospital. She freaks out, blocks him, and he's left feeling terrible. But then, the update rolls in, he does go back to the hospital. They apparently made up, and they're leaving together at 4 a.m. Now, the actual kicker? He spent the entire time she was potentially in serious medical distress and alone, dealing with his own stomach issues and then driving home. Tell me, would you have driven back home in that situation? Oh my God. Okay, so, your girlfriend is in the air with sharp abdominal pain, potentially something serious, and you drive home to vomit. Home. Not gonna lie, that's some next-level self-care, the original poster. Like, who's the real emergency here? Your churning gut or her potential appendicitis? Am I wrong here or what? And then you have the audacity to text her before you left that you were feeling nauseous and would be back in 10. 10 minutes. The original poster. She's literally in the hospital, possibly facing surgery or something worse, and you're clock watching from your couch. It's pure, unadulterated selfishness, and it's so hilariously, tragically bad. You are the asshole. So let's flip the script, right? Imagine she posted. Not gonna lie, the headline would be, "Am I the asshole for being abandoned by my boyfriend while I was literally dying in a hospital bed because he had the runs?" And honestly, yeah, I would still land on the same side. Because even with the nausea, the sheer abandonment at your partner's weakest moment, that's a whole other level of self-absorption. It's not just gross-out factor, it's a fundamental lack of care. But actually though, the real issue here isn't just the original poster's stomach bug, it's the breakdown of communication and trust in the relationship. While his physical discomfort was real, abandoning his girlfriend during a potential medical emergency, even for a short time, is a significant breach of support. And his immediate departure without a proper explanation before she could even process his absence suggests a lack of prioritization of her well-being when she was clearly scared and in pain. She was the one who was sick. Fight me on this.